Hey, I'm here to save you again this week. Wait a minute. Are you actually working?
Oh, hey, when did you get here?
Just now, but are you actually working right now?
Yeah, I'm actually not gonna need you this week. I got it all under control.
Wow. I'm actually a little hurt right now. I can't believe that you do this to me.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that I should, do all my work myself instead of trying to push on you.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Thanks for the help, though. Like, for real, you've been a big help.
Yeah. Of course.
Guess I should probably get back to work here.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna work real nice.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm the Seaweed Ambassador, and today we're talking about Black Clover. Black Clover is pretty alright. I mean, it's a good shonen. I've been enjoying it, the manga and the anime. But there's definitely some complaints that people have, and I do understand those complaints. The first thing people complain about when it comes to Black Clover is Asta screaming. But taking away Asta screaming is like taking away Naruto's Databayo or Believe It. But don't get me wrong, the anime does tone this down a little bit after a couple episodes. Or maybe I just got used to it. I don't know. But it felt like they toned it down. The other major complaint with Black Clover is the speed at which the manga goes. Right now, there's about 190 chapters in the manga, but it's already at its big war arc. I mean, that's pretty fast-paced for a, shonen to be. Normally, a war arc would kind of happen later on in the series when the characters in the world are both more established. However, Black Clover is able to establish its characters rather quickly, and that's by sticking with the tropes. Just because Black Clover uses tropes doesn't mean these characters aren't fleshed out. Take Noelle, for instance. She's a character who is one from the noble class, but she can't control magic very well, and as such, she becomes a member of the Black Bulls, which is the kind of outcast of the magic groups, guilds. Yeah, that one. Throughout the course of the story, she starts to learn to control her magic all through the help of friendship. And none of these friendships are more important than Asta's. She kind of develops a romantic interest in Asta. It's kind of more done really just as a laugh, but it's still a fun thing to do on the side anyways. Being 190 chapters in, it does almost feel like she's had her complete character arc, albeit not her full power-up yet. Which is great, because I can't wait to see where she goes from here, because one of her new magic spells was very cool. Can't wait to see what happens with it. The speed that the manga goes at is something that the mangaka, Yuki Tabata, really wanted to pursue. He really wanted to show these characters at traveling at light speed, unlike other typical shonen, which generally take their time to build up, especially the more longer running ones. I mean, if we take Naruto, for instance, it took, over 700 chapters for that arc to complete? I mean, the anime took, over 300 episodes probably to get to a war arc? And I think we're about to get into it for Black Clover, and it's not even at 80 episodes yet. This isn't to say, though, that the speed at which Black Clover travels at is perfect. There are definitely problems with it. One of these major problems is characterization. The characters have strong center points, and you can kind of tell what each character is about. Asta wants to become the the Wizard King. Yuki also wants to become the Wizard King and is Asta's rival, similar to Sasuke and Naruto. Noelle wants to become stronger so that her nobility means something. Gauche wants to protect his little sister and just kind of be with her. Gordon wants to make friends. See, this is the key difference, I think, between the anime and the manga. The anime, I feel, is good. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it, and I think it's pretty good for shonen. It definitely has its flaws and doesn't always look the best, but it's definitely enjoyable, and the pace at which it goes, I think, is helpful for helping define who these characters are. One of these characters that I want to talk about here that I love in the anime, but don't even remember in the manga, is Gordon. See, he's a kind of a quiet character that nobody can really understand when he talks, and because of this, some comedic situations arise and they'll leave him out of things because they just forget that he's not there. They just forgot about him when they went to the beach, and they didn't remember until they were already there, and they just kind of thought that he just didn't want to go. In the anime, we get subtitles for him. Yeah, we get Japanese subtitles, so they're, again, translated into English, obviously, but these subtitles help to show a little bit more about Gordon's character by basic interactions. And this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the more slowed down pace that the anime takes compared to the manga. There are points in the manga where Gordon said something, but we don't really know what he says. We can kind of tell by context, but we're not 100% sure. But in the anime, we know for sure. And it's really all about making friends. That's all he really wants to do. And he kind of feels like everybody in the Black Bulls is his friend. It's so nice and refreshing to see him feel as though they're friends. And at least for Asta, they all kind of feel the same way towards Gordon. In the manga, there's points where it can feel like some of the members of the Black Bulls are just bullying Gordon. But in the anime, it never really comes across that way. And that's because they let the characters breathe a little bit more and show these kind of more intimate interactions between one another. Because they allow Gordon to have a voice in the anime, it lets you see his perspective from things and see that he feels that he fits in just as well as the others. And honestly, he kind of does. Everybody in the Black Bulls is an outcast. So having him be an outcast of the outcast is kind of a way for him to fit in and fill out a crucial role for the group. And he's not truly an outcast either. They do let him participate, and they never purposefully exclude him. It's normally just by chance that it just kind of happens that way. Now, this isn't to say that he has strong characterization in the anime either, but it does add a nice little bit that we can glean from his character that we can't really see in the pages of the manga. All this is not to say that Gordon is my favorite character, nor do I even think he's a great character. I think that there are great characters in Black Clover, and I think it's a very good manga. Sure, maybe Black Clover has some more visible flaws than other shows, and maybe it wears its inspirations on its sleeve, or maybe even as a full coat, but this does not take away from just how good it is. I mean, the entire cast of Black Clover has been introduced in such a short time, and all of them feel fleshed out enough for us to care about them during this war arc. The one thing I'm worried about, though, is where Yuki Tabata is going to take it from here. I mean, yeah, we have an excellent war arc going on right now, and there's been some devastating changes to the world of Black Clover and the Clover Kingdom. But what's going to happen next? It kind of feels like everything's kind of wrapping up in a nice little bow. But I hope it's not. I hope it keeps going, because I want to know more about all these characters. And I can't wait for the new chapter of Black Clover to come out next week. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, be sure to drop a like down below, and subscribe to see more videos like this. As always, I've been the Seaweed Ambassador, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Alright, now I better get all this picked up before he gets back. Can't let him know that I made a video. Alright, well, let's see if he took the bait. That's what I thought.